doing? Oscar, I'm trying to tell a story about you. Like, you need to stop barking.
A lifetime in repeat.
Hey guys, it's Becky, also known as Vex Bunnies here on YouTube, and today I thought I'd do a story time about this little guy. And he's currently very confused about why he can see himself in the camera, so don't mind the weird looks. And also, if he keeps looking this way, my window's there, so he can like see cars drive past my window. So yeah. If you read the title, you're probably thinking that it's clickbait and like, look, he's here alive and well, but it is the truth. It was very scary, and my family did think that he was either going to die or be very, very, very ill after this incident occurred. So if you hear any noises throughout this video, it's either going to be Lola or Oscar, so please try and ignore it. So it all started maybe 2014, maybe 15. It was around late August, early September, which meant my birthday was right around the corner. Usually around any of my family's birthday, we get presents shipped from the UK from our extended family to us in Australia. And usually that box contains English chocolate. And the difference between Australian chocolate and English chocolate is that English chocolate has more cacao in it, or more cocoa butter, one of the two. One morning this parcel arrived and I unboxed it. I put all my birthday presents that were in the box with my others, and I put the chocolate that was all wrapped up in bubble wrap on this like front counter we had. I'll try and put a picture of it up here somewhere. So I put it on this counter that's probably a little bit shorter than my hip, and I'm 5'10", so I'm pretty tall, and yeah, the counter's pretty tall too. So I put the chocolate on the counter, like touching the wall, so it was as far back as it could go on the counter. After I did that, I left for school. So fast forward 6-7 hours later, I came home, and when I opened the door, there was bubble wrap and chocolate wrapper everywhere. So we got sent 4 bars, 1 for each member of my family, and 3 of them had been eaten, which obviously is very bad for dogs, because I believe cacao is the thing in chocolate that is toxic to dogs. So at first we panicked, because obviously it's toxic to dogs, why wouldn't we panic? But then throughout the house we saw like little piles of vomit, so we assumed, which we shouldn't have, but we assumed that the dogs had vomited all of it up, because they were fine, like they weren't dead, they were still alive, they were happy, they were wagging their tails, they were eating treats, they were just acting like their normal selves. So we just cleaned up the vomit, cleaned all the wrapping up, and carried on with our night. Side note, the reason I'm saying dogs is because at this point in time we had 2 dogs. We had Oscar, and we had a younger dog called Sally, who was a spoodle. And if you want a story time on her and what happened to her, leave a comment below. So continuing on with the story, he's back. We went on with our night, everything was fine, and then when I went to bed, my mum started noticing that Oscar was having seizures and like foaming at the mouth. So we had to go take him to the emergency vets. At this point, my mum also took my other dog Sally as well, just to get her checked out. So Sally ended up being fine, there was nothing wrong with her, but Oscar, because he was having seizures and foaming at the mouth, he had to get his stomach pumped. So they came back, I think around midnight, and everything seemed fine as well. My mum started getting ready for bed. Oscar started having more seizures and foaming at the mouth, so we had to take him back to the emergency vets, and he ended up staying the night, and I believe he had to get his stomach pumped a second time. At this point we were all very worried about him, which we shouldn't have been, but we were all very worried about him, and we genuinely didn't know if he was going to be okay again. The vet rang us up and we all went to pick him up from the vet, and the vet said that he was very lucky to be alive. It was estimated that he ate around 400 grams of chocolate, and if you guys don't know how much that is, that's about 2 whole bars of chocolate that he ate to himself. This little man nearly died, and he still tries to eat chocolate to this day. Don't you? You still try and eat it. I hope you guys enjoyed that story time. If you did, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!